Namaste friends, welcome to my channel. My name's Candice and today I have a nice gentle, slow, full body stretch which is going to be great for when you're on your period. I know that this time is very sensitive, we can feel more achy, a lot more tension and feel really bloated. So there's going to be nothing strenuous in today's class, and we're going to be focusing on opening up the hips, releasing the muscles and hopefully just feeling a lot better by the end of the class. I would love to hear your thoughts once you've finished it and just let me know how you're feeling. So we're going to start off lying on our backs with our feet open in butterfly. So if you just bring your knees together and roll down onto your spine, just find some comfort, tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Bring the soles of your feet together and allow your knees to fall open. Take your hands to your belly. And let's just start the class with a little moment together to tune into the body and where the tension is in the lower back, in the belly, perhaps your shoulders and your hips. And then start to deepen the inhales and exhales, sending the breath, expanding the belly on the inhale and contracting the belly back on the exhale. Taking one more deep breath together. Let's take a grip of the knees and pull them up towards the armpits, finding a roll with the knees in towards each other and then pulling them apart, just warming up and opening up through the hips. Breathe nice and deep. Keep it going like this throughout the class. Nice deep inhales and exhales. In and out of the nose if possible. Taking your hands to the inside edges of your knees, take a grip of the outside edges of your feet for your happy baby. Hug your belly button back and draw your knees a little further down on every exhale. Concentrating on keeping your lower spine nice and flat against your mat. You can find a little rock here if that feels nice, or you can stay still, the choice is yours. slowly release that left leg, extend it out long, keeping the grip of the right, pull it a little further down if you can. And then release. Take a grip of that knee with your left hand and draw the knee across your body for a spinal twist. And take your gaze to the right. See if you can try to draw that right shoulder blade down towards the floor. Take your gaze back to the sky, and we're going to start to roll over onto our bellies, keeping this right leg out to the side, parallel to the hip or slightly higher. And have a look at it. Keep your knee in line with your hip as well. Coming up onto our forearms. For our Sphinx pose, a little gentle back bend. Press the chest forwards, close your eyes and breathe. 3 deep breaths. Try to press this right hip down towards the floor to get a little deeper into that stretch. Now we're going to cross our left arm on top of the right and pull our fingertips as far apart as you possibly can. So getting a stretch at the back of the shoulders, and then rest your head down. Continue to press that right hip bone down towards the floor. Lift your head and use your spine to pull yourself back into your Sphinx pose. From your Sphinx, let's slowly roll back onto the spine and just hug both your knees back towards your armpits. Take a grip of the outside edges of the feet back into your happy baby. See if you can get a little deeper, pulling the knees further down. And now we're going to release the right leg, extend it out long, just pulling the left leg down this time. Taking that sequence to the other side. We're going to let go of that foot, take the right hand to the left knee and draw the knee across your body for your spinal twist. See if you can try to draw that left shoulder down towards the ground. Taking your gaze to the left, rest into the pose. Nice deep breaths. take your face towards the sky, and we're going to continue to roll towards the right, opening up through that left hip. Take a look, get that knee in line with the hip and the foot in line with the knee. Coming up into our Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders, and press that left hip bone down towards the ground. Getting a little deeper stretch into the hip flexor. Press your chest forwards, lifting up through the shoulder blades. We're going to take our arms back into that crossed stretch, the crisscross stretch. So this time we're taking our left arm underneath the right and extend the hands as far away from you as you possibly can, and then rest your head down. Breathe nice and deep. Lift your head, and we're going to use the power of the spine to push us back into that Sphinx pose. Staying up nice and tall in your Sphinx, pressing that hip a little further down. And then from here, place your hands underneath your chest and send your hips back so that that left leg is extended out to the side. We're going to take a side body stretch over to the left with that leg extended. Hug your belly button back. Tilt your chest ever so slightly towards the sky. Nice deep breaths. And release. Bring your hands forward, and we're going to step this left leg in front of us for a half split, an Ardha Hanumanasana. You can stay up on the fingertips, or you can start to extend and lower down, but just make sure that you keep your spine nice and long. You may feel extra stiff today, just listen to your body. This is where I'm feeling my stretch, so I'm going to stay here. Breathing nice and deep. From here, roll your hips forwards, coming into your low lunge, stretching out the psoas muscle here on the right. You can exceed past the heel, the knee can go further forwards, and maybe even take your hands to your hips, pressing your hips a little further forward, pressing your chest towards the sky. Hug belly button back and breathe deep. You can even open your chest to the sky, look up. And release. We're going to start to bend into the right leg and the left leg, and extend the right leg out long for that side body stretch. Tilt your chest slightly to the sky, look up. You can cradle your head into your left hand. And release, start to twist so that you're facing the right toes, and we're coming into our half split. Hugging the belly button back, the back toes are now pointing behind you. Stay up tall, wherever you feel the stretch, stay there. You can always bend through the knee. Keeping your breath long, deep and slow. Let's start to send our right leg, bending it forwards, coming into our half split, our low lunge. Taking our hands to our hips, pressing the hips forward, getting a little deeper into the psoas stretch on the left. You can allow this knee to exceed past the toes or past the heel. Squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you, maybe even finding a little back bend. Plant the hands, and we're going to take this knee to meet the left. Coming into our tabletop, hands under wrists, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, arch, tuck the chin and the tailbone. Keep following the breath for our cat-cow. Inhale, dip. Exhale, arch. One more. Walk your hands a little further forward, sending it up and back. For your downward facing dog, just walk your feet, walking out the hamstrings. And then become heavy, rest your head, look between the legs. Pull your shoulder blades apart, feet hip distance. Start to twist, bending through the knees, sending the right bum down towards the ground. Look underneath the left arm. And then twist to the right. Same thing, bend your knees towards the ground, looking under the right arm. Taking a couple more each side. And then draw your knees down as wide or wider than the mat, coming down for a wide-legged child's pose. Rest your head down towards the ground and extend your arms out long. You have the option to place a big pillow down by your belly or maybe even a bolster. And we're going to enjoy a good 5 deep breaths here together. You can stay here in your child's pose. If you're more intermediate, let's move this into a frog, which is very intense. So if you're beginner, please do stay in your wide-legged child's pose. Frog, we're going to open up through the knees, allow them just to slide open, getting deeper into the hips. You can stay up on your forearms, maybe finding a little movement, a little bounce forwards and back. Or you can come on all the way down, bringing your forehead down to the ground and opening your arms into cactus. Wherever you are, just lift your head up, and we're going to slowly lift ourselves up and into a comfortable seat of your choice. Ending the class with some neck stretches. Extend your arms, lock your elbows, drop the head to the left. Draw your shoulder blades down. Feeling that stretch through the right side of the neck, down the shoulder, maybe all the way to the fingertips. And then find some slow movement following the breath, exhaling your chin to your chest and inhaling your head to the right. Pause for a moment, feel the stretch. And then slowly find the neck rolls. Take your time, follow your breath. You can start to raise the hands off the ground, keeping the elbows straight. Feeling a different stretch all the way through the hands. Spread the fingers, fingertips face the sky. Continue to roll your head from side to side. Releasing that tension from the arms, the hands, the neck, all the way into the skull of the head. But now release, rotate your hands in one direction and then in the other. give them a little shake out. And we're going to change position of the legs and take a moment here to meditate. Try not to skip this part. It's only going to be a minute or so together of complete silence, being here in the present moment. Take your hands to your knees, palms face the sky, relax your shoulders. A gentle hug to the core. Closing down the eyes, let's breathe naturally. Staying in this moment, let go of your thoughts, pay them no attention. You can stay here and meditate as long as you like, or end your class with me by starting to deepen in the inhales and the exhales, keeping the eyes closed. With your eyes closed, start to roll your shoulders forwards. And then roll them in the opposite direction, back behind you. Take your hands to your heart center in prayer, bow your head and say a little affirmation to yourself. A really nice one if you're really struggling with your period today. Maybe this too shall pass. Or I shall be kind to myself. Whatever it is, repeat it to yourself. With the eyes closed, raise your head. Rub your hands together, create a warm friction between your palms. And then place your warm hands onto your belly. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth with a sigh. 2 more. One more. Bow your head to your palms one last time. Namaste, everybody. You may open your eyes. I really hope this helped to release some tension, pain and bloating from your body today. And let me know in the comments if it's helped you with how you're feeling. I completely understand. And until our next class, I wish you all a beautiful day ahead. Namaste.